All right, welcome in, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. Dante, shut the fuck up. I see you in chat. I see you. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Wall and kill the DM.
All right. What about killing the DM? Huh?
Oh, I've already told you multiple times that I want to kill you for the sake of Evan. Like, it's gonna happen.
For Evan's sake? For Evan's sake.
For Evan's
Wow.
sake. Yes.
Wow.
Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
The betrayal.
Dude, I have been outspoken about this since.
Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind.
3.
Phoebe was totally against Evan forever.
Evan was not in episode 3.
Bullshit, Nick Xavier. Listen, we're on episode 20. Okay.
And we really are.
I know. Transition.
Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody, to Fancie's Fables, End of Eras, episode 20. That's right. We are at 20 episodes. I'm pumped. I love this game. I love these players. I love this community. And I love this show. Well, you guys are fucking savage in chat today.
But do you really? You enjoy suffering. That is what you enjoy.
I enjoy suffering? Oh, goodness. I don't enjoy suffering, actually, because I'm DMing this group and not any other group.
Get the stress sniffles.
Beautiful.
Oh my god.
Do you have a question?
I do have a question this week.
Are you trying to find it? Is that what this is?
Maybe. Maybe a beautiful lady told me earlier that I should have a question ready. And, I definitely did that. Because I always listen to her.
Times.
I always listen to her.
Earlier.
And do what she tells me.
Wow, guys. It's already coming for Phoebe in the comments. I'm about to throw some fucking hands.
Oh
What?
god. The aggression tonight.
We are going to start with a classic interview question. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Where does your character see themselves in 5 years? Hmm?
I'll
As
go
I
first.
twirl my mustaches.
I'll do it just because I can see the confidence in your eyes, Mr. DM. 5 years from now, at the moment where Phoebe is currently in her life, she sees herself. She doesn't care how long this whole job tasking of her goddess goes on for. She is
I
there.
feel like this
She
is
is
Kel
ready.
begging you to never end this campaign, but go on.
I don't know what you're talking about, Amanda.
That's it. I've written 5-year campaign. Let's do this.
We can do
Oh,
multiple seasons and take breaks in between. It's okay. We got this.
oh
So
my.
she will go where she needs to do what needs to be done in the name of LDAF. But ideally, if completed her mission, her task, she would like to go back home and reopen the shop that her and her mother ran throughout her young life.
I love that. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
All right. Who's next? Who can top that beauty?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
No top.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
For Ko, if it was Ko earlier on in the campaign, he totally would have saw himself back in Eberron. Things are shifting slightly for him. Eberron is still home, so he would ideally like to be there, but who knows? Things are cloudy for his future, even in his own mind right now.
Okay. That makes sense for Ko. Absolutely.
Dun, dun, dun.
Now to the two characters who aren't so obvious. We're all awaiting
All right, should I step in with some randomness for Temin because he seems
Good.
always the wild card.
By all means.
Perhaps after making peace with all the issues he has causing inner turmoil, he can leave his past of violence behind him, move on to a much more peaceful life. And besides Phoebe's herbal shop, as it were, he could open up his own little interesting restaurant where he may try to cook food for various peoples and perhaps even tell jokes.
Interesting restaurant.
Yes.
2 words you may not want to spend your money at, but you know what? It sounds fun to me.
5 years from now, maybe he gets better at cooking. We don't know this yet,
That's true.
Go for the
That's true.
experience, you know?
right?
I went for the food, I stayed for the show.
Or maybe it's just a bar or a tavern. Don't eat the food, just take the drinks.
You take Durnan's bar.
I could perform there in 5 years.
Oh yeah!
Boom. There we go.
Get the band back together. Let's go, guys.
There we go. Easy.
And my second
You
question, what instrument would your character
Well,
Kane.
I guess
The flute.
Kane isn't really somebody who plans 5 years, 10 years. He's not really good at that, like dating, the speed dating question. What did you do in 5 years? Kane's like, I don't fucking know if I'm gonna live tomorrow. So he's kind of just be bopping around and hoping for the goddamn best. He's a day-to-day kind of guy. So
Yes, but where does Amanda see Kane in 5 years?
where does Amanda see Kane in 5 years is a different question. So I'm glad that you've asked it, but also hate that you've asked it because now I need to think of something. I guess for
Obviously.
Okay, listen. So for Kane, like as many as you guys know, I've already played Kane, and Kane is a guy with a sad backstory. He's, you know, a tortured soul, blah blah blah. We all know. But Kane had a story where it a full story. Like it ended, campaign went through, Kane had an ending, and he did not get the girl, he did not get the fame, he did not get anything. He basically could have died in the very last scene that we had seen him. So Kane had a horrible story, a horrible close. And for me as the player, I was actually satisfied with that. I was very happy with that closure because we got the closure. But for this campaign, for Kane, honestly, I would like to see good things happen for Kane because it's like I'm playing Kane, but like a parallel universe Kane, and things are slightly working out, which is crazy because I played a version of the same exact character, the same exact traits, and very similar backstory. I played his bad ending, and now I just kind of want to see a good ending for Kane. I don't know what that actually looks like because D&D, it's like it's so unpredictable, right? When you're storytelling with X amount of people and conjoined and moving together, and there's so many different possibilities and characters that you don't even know you're about to meet. So I don't know what his 5-year plan looks like, but I do hope it's a good one, at least this time.
Perfect. I love it. Oh, I'm hearing this. This is coming to me live from the Dungeon Master. None of those things will happen. In fact, you will all, if I'm hearing this correctly, you will all die unsatisfied. Okay? I mean,
Oh, TPK.
that's-
Okay, I see.
That's what they're saying.
Perfect. I knew it.
Oh my god, sugar cane. Stop it. Stop
Love
it.
the Edgar.
I need fan art of Kane in stockings.
Like the
No,
Dumbledore.
Stop doing the fan art of Kane in every occupation aside from what he's doing.
What are they called?
We don't want Warrior Cane.
Wait,
No,
wait,
no,
wait.
no, we don't need
Got
that.
it. Got it. His stripper pole is a sugarcane tree.
Oh, My gosh.
Ooh.
Dunzo.
Is Ko gonna be his manager? Like you see him with shades and a suit.
Oh, of
He's
course.
leaning in
Of
the back.
course.
No, Edgar, did you see
Fishnets.
fan art from
Thank
last
you.
We'll
week?
play the music for him to dance to.
He was in stockings. What do you mean? There's already fan art of him as a sailor fucking scout.
Oh, yeah.
There is a big difference between a sailor scout and a sailor fucking scout.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? It just depends on what they do after dark. It's almost the same thing.
Depends on what you're scouting.
They could be doing the same thing after dark. We don't know.
Oh god.
All right. Well, let's get into the recap. You never know how it's going to go with this group. Last time, on Fancie's Fables, End of Eras, we left our party after they had rested from their long travels, and had only just started walking the streets of Waterdeep when they overheard a commotion going on at the Waterdeep graveyard. Well, after a surprising turn of events, Temin has added another companion to the party, an undead soldier that he believes is inhabited by the soul of his late commander, Julius. After adorning this turned undead with various garb that Temin had collected through their journey, they head back to the champion's estate, set on training. And we will pick right back up there. On the champion's estate, in the courtyard. Now, as described before, the estate itself is in more of a private area to the northwest of the northern ward, where the more wealthy live in Waterdeep. And this is, it has some privacy here. Nonetheless, upon your approach, Sebastian gives a wry look to your new companion, but shrugs it off all the same, and welcomes you back. He handed Kane a letter. This letter stated that the Lord's Alliance is gathering the rulers of the largest cities in the Sword Coast to discuss the matter of an enemy in the east. This meeting, however, will not happen for 2 more days. So for now, the city is open to them, and an undead wields a massive greatsword. Well, the floor is yours.
Cole's gonna just like stand next to Temin and kind of just whisper. So, how exactly is he supposed to help us in this moment?
He is going to train us, Go. He will be a great opponent. Mighty. And he can help us work on our teamwork.
You know what? Fine. It's not... It might be up there among the crazier things that I've seen, but it might not be the craziest. So, how exactly is he going to communicate with us on what he wants us to do and how to coordinate? That part I'm still a little skeptical about.
From what I remember, when he was teaching us, he said that the best way to learn sometimes is to just start doing. And he would have us do mock battles to see what we were lacking.
The undead Julius.
Gotcha. Well, this is perfect. as I mentioned earlier, I think it would be a really, really good opportunity for us to know each other's strengths and weaknesses and build on ourselves. During the last encounter that we had with enemies, I realized I'm just not good enough. At least not yet. And as Ko says that, he like flicks out some daggers. I'm still trying to get the hang of these. So maybe I'll focus on that. What about you guys? And he kind of like turns and gestures towards Kane and Phoebe.
Well, if Temmin says that Julius can fight, I assumed that there would be some friendly sparring going on. And if anyone got too hurt, then I would just run over and lend a hand. Like I normally do.
Perhaps we break up into pairs, and Phoebe can supervise. It would be me and Captain Julius versus Ko and Kane.
I could definitely do that. I'm an impartial party. Kind of.
Kind of look down at her when she says kind of, like looking kind of sus there, Phoebe.
Well, I mean, I haven't known Julius that long, and, you know, Tem and I have spent a good amount of time with each other, so, you know, my bias would lean towards Temin, but I will do my best to remain neutral, since Julius is willing to help us.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So, you up for this, Kane?
I'm just smiling at all of this and like keep eyeballing Julius like for real right now. And now just clear my throat. Yeah, I mean, what's the harm of some friendly sparring? There isn't any, as long as we can work together and figure it out, of course.
Mm-hmm. And remember, Kane, this is for the benefit of everybody to get better and grow.
Yes, and it's gonna be great. I mean, we've already established that we are allowed to hit each other because Phoebe's here to heal us, right?
Certainly.
And like Temin says, we're really just gonna get to learn if we just get in there and just I like crack all my knuckles.
Just got like pat him on the shoulder. Yes. We're gonna
Friendly,
go at this.
of course.
Mm-hmm. Yes, remember they are
A request
friends.
I would like to make, because I can only see things physically. I don't know how you guys are feeling as far as your stamina and, you know, your ability to stay up goes. Feel free to communicate with me if you are needing any of my aid or abilities. That's really helpful. That last battle, all I did was look at Temin. Hi, Temin. And I was like, oh, he's good. And then I looked away for 2 seconds and then he was on the ground again and I was panicking. So, Temin, if you're in a bad spot, you feel free to just, you know, give me a little shout and I'll be there in a jiffy. So communication.
exactly, Phoebe. That's what this is about. Kind of look at Kate. Communication and teamwork.
Sebastian steps forward while you're all amping yourselves up. Perhaps I can make a suggestion.
Please do.
Suppose we go by a scoring method. That way we can prevent each other from thrashing one another up too badly. I know that Phoebe is quite a gifted healer, but if we can save ourselves some dreadful scars, I'm sure that would be best. Yeah?
Phoebe is so thankful for Sebastian's interjection. I think that would be really good. Do you have any preset rules that you may have some experience with, Sebastian?
Oh yes, I've been in many fighting rings myself.
Kind of like look over at Sebastian like, who the fuck?
Scoring is quite simple. A hit is one thing, and you get a point for it, but it's not where the chunk of your glory comes from. You want hard hits. You want successful hits, and ones that perhaps affect your enemy in a certain way. These will grant you more points. So if Ko here were to embed one of his daggers into our dear friend Julius, he would be given a point for that. Now say his dagger inflicted a critical wound, or perhaps hindered Julius in some way, then he would get 3 to 5 points for that.
Okay, so are they trying to get to a point total? Do they stop at a certain number of points? Or...
It usually depends on how gory or how high the bets are, but we could go up to 10. We could go up to 15. I think we will play it by ear and see how it goes. We should start at 10, and maybe if that's too easy for everyone, we'll just increase it to 15.
Okay, yeah, I feel like 15's a good number. Everyone looks a little eager here. I know Temin is probably really excited to be reunited with Julius after such a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I just look at Kane. All right, so 15 sounds good.
All right. You see Sebastian grabs a like a wood board, and then he gets like some paint, and he makes up a quick little chart, a little scoreboard with Kane and Ko. Sorry, with Ko, Kane, and with Temin and Julius on the other side. I actually don't have an index card. Oh, wait, I've got paper right here. All right.
I'm gonna lean over to Ko real quick. You know how the scoring goes, right? Because like, I missed it. I was a little distracted.
Honestly, I think you'll do fine.
Yeah, just hit him. Cool, thanks.
Yeah, like, I'm not too concerned about you getting the points. It's you knowing when to stop getting points.
When Sebastian says we won, we will stop getting the points.
And you won't go tunnel vision and, tune them out or anything like that.
Unless Temin decides to kidnap Phoebe for some reason, I'm pretty sure I'm good.
Okay.
What?
Nothing. We're just discussing tactics. Yeah.
I'm gonna put my hand on Ko's shoulder. Listen, I can brawl all day long, but nobody really gets my blood boiling like those motherfuckers in the square. So unless Temin does something absolutely crazy, which I don't think he will, I understand this is just practice. And yep.
Practice amongst friends.
Yep.
Cool.
If anything gets too violent, I'm more than happy to step in.
Perfect.
I'm gonna look at Phoebe and I'm gonna tell her, unless I ask you, don't heal me. No matter how bloody or gross I get, don't heal me.
Would you like me to help you clean up the blood afterwards, Kane? As I pull out the cleansing stone.
You know what, Temin? It seems like you really would like to use that thing, and you've brought it up several times, so yes, this time I'll allow it.
Oh, that is great. I just wanted to be of service to you, Kane.
Phoebe did not respond to Kane's request. She just
Look away. Look away.
But yeah, so Booker obviously won't be participating because he's gonna be hanging out with me, if that's okay. I don't really decide what Booker does. Booker just kind of gets a little grumpy sometimes, and he goes all grr. So it's nothing that I do or I invoke. It just kind of happens. So I don't think it'll happen unless you take him from me, or I don't know, dancers come out of the bushes and play weird songs again. But I think yeah. I'm gonna be over here, and she's just gonna heel turn and walk to the edge of wherever this whatever area is.
Sebastian grabs a stick and draws out a circle in the dirt on the in the courtyard.
Thank you.
If you get knocked out of bounds, you lose a point.
As Sebastian's like going over that, I'm gonna kind of like say to Kane, do you think you could take Booker? Like in a fight, if it came down to it. He's kind of just like whispering to it as Phoebe's walking away and Sebastian's drawing this like stuff.
I've seen him get sliced in half, so if you get a good hit on him before he hits you, maybe. I'm just gonna be like leaving it at that.
So the entire diameter of the circle is 30 feet, okay? So most movement, so any movement at all will get you completely across the ring. Now, we don't have a map for this because the rules of how this training was going to go, they were just decided. So there's no map, but if you have, if you physically try and move another character, you will be able to do so in your movement. Okay.
Spells.
Should we use
Oh, go ahead.
our full abilities and magic, or should we not?
That's a very good question.
That is your specialty, is it not, Ko?
That is true.
It would be a handicap otherwise.
You know what? For this exercise, I think I might actually like to try and not rely on anything too fancy.
From the sideline, Phoebe's gonna shout, "Turn into a giant rat!"
You can do that?
I cannot.
Never mind.
I kind of look over to Kane and just like, yeah.
We all know Kane's weakness is rats.
Yeah, we all know. It's like, oh, sorry, bro. I didn't tell her to say that. I can't turn into rats. It's not on me.
Oh, so you were not like the fellow in the woods that one time.
No. I don't believe I am. But yeah, I will refrain from using any of my magical abilities. And what the hell, I won't use any of my psionic abilities either.
Are you sure?
Let's just say I probably should have done this a long time ago as far as my training goes. And I am up for the challenge. That's fair, right? Wait, do you guys have magical abilities?
Oh, I just was thinking how, yeah, we should be fighting to figure out each other's styles and our strengths and our weaknesses, but Ko, if you're not using any magical abilities, I see you're trying to experiment in a safe environment.
Yes. So, full disclosure, I rely on my abilities quite a bit. And as I've been trying to experiment with knife throwing and just general blade skills, I've been falling far too short. So I want to use this as an opportunity to try and increase my capabilities against, well, some of my favorite fighters.
Well, I believe that we have agreed upon the point system precisely so that you can effectively use this as a training scenario.
Exactly.
It would be fruitless to hold back.
Shit.
How do the turn how do the turn orders go again? How do we decide who goes when?
For mechanics' sake, we're going to roll initiative.
Okay. Cool.
Like right now? Should we do it now?
Well, if that is without any further ado, and then he pulls out a gong, and he hits it.
Oh, fuck.
Where is Sebastian standing?
Next to the scoreboard, on the far end of the courtyard, next to the path that leads into the estate.
What's like an optimal position to be between, like equal distance between both sparring parties?
Well, since the diameter is 30 feet, standing at any point on the edge of the circle should give you enough range.
Dope.
Okay.
Totally neutral party.
Question.
Yes.
Are you putting Phoebe in the initiative order so she can cast healing if need be, or is she just going to be able to do it at will?
That is a wonderful question, and I will say Phoebe gets to go whenever she wants. So after anyone concludes their turn, Phoebe gets to decide if she wants to take an action that round.
All legendary actions, bitches.
Yeah. For the legendary action.
Legendary action.
Oh, God. What have we done? She has so much power, so much control.
Too strong.
And with the gong rung, give me your initiative.
18.
Fuck, 17.
Damn, that was close.
3.
No, Tammin!
Oh, that's okay. Julius didn't get very good either.
Oh, no. Cocaine just have, like, that compatibility to ready to go. Yeah.
All right, Ko. Quick and reflexive, you were already ready, dagger in hand.
As soon as that gong rings, I'm sending 2 of them at... I want to test Julius a little bit. I'm sending my Julius.
Perfect. Make your attack.
Where the fuck is my knife? 1 second. I forgot where my knife was.
Well, you threw it.
Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
Interception.
Yeah, my boy.
Ooh, that's right. What does that do again? I forget. Does it reduce or...
Interception
damage.
reduces
Okay, cool.
the damage by
1d10 plus 3. So I just rolled and I got an 8 altogether.
You got an 8? Oh,
all
man.
right. So reduce the damage by 8 points. That hits. Roll your damage for me.
Oh, I don't even think I can beat 8. Honestly, 1d4 plus 3, max is 7, right? Yeah.
All right.
And then the second was a nat 1, so...
All right.
Shit.
So Ko throws his first dagger, and it is just as equally skilled, deflected by Temmin's blade, which honestly catches Ko slightly by surprise and causes him to misthrow his second dagger. Roll me a d4, please. On an
That's
even, you hit Kane.
Sorry, Kane. This happened to Mir too. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about.
This is why you're training.
The flick
Roll
of the
me a
wrist
d20.
is off.
I'll protect you, Julius.
Yeah. Roll me an
D20?
attack roll on Kane.
It was a 3.
All right. Well, it was just a glancing blow, anyways.
Word. See.
Hitting your teammates is a penalty as well.
Thank you.
Anything else for you, Ko?
I'm going to take a few steps back and kind of just face my opponents. And that's
Okay.
it. Okay.
Kane.
I actually, because I have pretty good understanding for Temin right now, but I have no idea what the fuck Julius is going on, what his strength is, anything like that. So I'm actually going to pull Know Your Enemy.
All right.
Because I've spent more than a minute with him, I can do this relatively quickly.
That is Kane's new ability as a battle master. Give me a moment. Know thy enemy. If you spend 1 minute, you can learn.
He's staring at him real hard. He's like, I know.
Strength.
I know. I've
Analyze
heard about
everything.
you.
What would you like to know from
I
that
would
list?
like to know if he's equal, superior, inferior to me regarding his hit points and his strength score.
Okay. Regarding his hit points, he is inferior. And regarding his strength, he is superior.
Ooh. Bag of Bones got a little muscle under there, huh? And as I say that, I'm going to pull out my great sword and I'm going to close in on Temin with a movement. I'm going to get in Temin's face.
Okay. Kane rushes forward, great sword in hand, stopping just short of Temin.
Bum, bum, bum.
Is using that an action? Or is it a bonus
Because
action?
It's in my actions. Or is it? It's not bonus. It's not a reaction. It's under my all, under actions in combat.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's under other, actions in combat. Okay. Yep. All right. So that was your move. This is also good for the DM to get used to the character's unique abilities. All right. Well, that puts Julius next, standing next to Temin. Temin, at the end of last episode, we had you make a wisdom check, and it was very successful. I would like you to make another one.
Wisdom check?
Yep.
Okay.
This one pertains to something slightly different.
Alrighty then. It's a +1. That's a 6.
Okay. Julius lunges forward with force and speed unseen of from an undead, kicking up dirt from the spot from which he left. Ko, if you were to have blinked, he would have teleported. He is right in front of you, and he swings his iconic greatsword, the very same that Temin has been carrying through your journeys. Does a 14 hit you?
Exactly.
All right. Just barely making enough to land the hit. Julius brings the greatsword up, colliding with Ko, causing 11 points of damage. It was almost maximum.
That's a solid fucking hit, bruh. I felt it.
Okay. Temin, it is now your turn.
All right. Following Julius's lead, I'll nod. On your lead, Julius. And I am going to use Reckless Attack and make 3 attacks at Kane.
All right.
Actually, bonus action, Thunderous Smite, and then Reckless Attack with 2 attacks using the short swords.
Okay. Roll me your attacks.
First one's a 13.
13 does not hit Kane.
Wow. Second one's a 10. Both of them at advantage. Alright. That means until my next turn, all attacks on me are also at advantage. Go.
Okay. Did you hear that, Kane?
Yep.
All right. Temin with a flurry of blows, but doesn't manage to make the hit. All right. Back to the top of the round. Ko, Julius, right in front of you, just struck you hard with the greatsword. How do you respond?
Just like quickly pull out one of my actual daggers and kind of like slash at him. Let's see. Come on, zombie boy. Does a 16? Nope, 19. Yeah, does 19 hit?
19 hits.
Fuck yes. For 6 damage.
All right. The board now reads 1-1. Julius and Ko are already trading blows.
And then, oh, I forgot I got this. Hell yeah. I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage since I now have cunning action.
Perfect.
The good old hit and
love that
run.
one.
And I'm going to piece the fuck out and give myself some more distance between myself and Julius.
All right.
Yeah. It's just like running around the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Ko gives himself some much-needed breathing space.
How's it going, Ko?
This is perfect. Feeling like, I guess at this point, like, even though Ko seemed like he was really excited to like start the training just from like the beginning of the fucking day, you can see that like it's definitely something that he was looking forward to. He's visibly excited.
All right. And thanks to disengage, Ko does not provoke an attack of opportunity. All right, that brings us back to Kane.
Where did Julius and Ko move on the board?
So, Julius launched past you back to the other side of the circle where Ko was. So Julius is about 20 to 25 feet behind you. Ko is probably 10 to 15 feet to your side. He ran around the perimeter away from Julius.
I'm going to smile at Temin. And I'm going to tell Temin he needs to do better. Especially if he thinks he can save Julius. And I'm going to backpedal the 20 feet to close in on Julius and me.
Okay.
And I'm going to grab Julius. I'm not going to attack him. I want to grab him by like, the back of his neck.
All right. So you are going to go for the grapple on Julius. Temin, give me an attack of opportunity.
That's an 18 to hit.
That gets him.
And I still have Thunderous Smite.
Oh, yeah. Give me the damage, boy.
You're also going to have to make a strength save, DC 14, or we push 10 feet away from something.
Ooh.
Damage is going to be
Would he get like propelled in the direction he wants to go in even further? Just rocket thrust.
You know, honestly, it doesn't matter what direction he pushes him because he can close the space, but
11 slashing, or 7 slashing, 11 thunder damage.
all right.
Thunder damage? There's thunder?
Thunder and lightning. Thunder is the force.
Okay. Lightning
Um,
is, lightning's my
Zappy zap.
resistance.
Lightning is lightning. Sorry, it was 11 thunder?
11 thunder, 7 slashing.
All right, I'm just keeping track for myself.
Hang on, let me take these damages. So 11 and 7.
I just mentioned it separately in case you had like resistance to either.
I
Yep.
have resistance to light.
That's good. That's one strike, right?
Yes.
All right. You see another mark made on Temin and Julius's side. Kane, give me a strength check to grapple Julius.
16, 17?
Oh.
Oh.
If you also failed the check, you would have been knocked prone as well. But if you succeeded, you don't get pushed.
Oh yeah, what'd you get on your
I
strength
didn't
save?
roll because I was waiting for you to tell me to roll
Sorry.
my strength.
Yes, strength save.
DC
Oh,
is
good.
14.
12, 13, 14, 15?
That succeeds by 1.
15.
All right.
Nah.
Sorry,
Good
what
job,
did you
Kane.
get on your strength?
14, 15, 16, 17. 17.
17. Okay. And then grapple is a contested roll. We do it so often, but I always lose it.
Oh, the contested strengths
For grapple.
Athletics.
or athletics? Yeah.
All right. Athletics is a strength. You were unsuccessful in retaining Julius. Restraining Julius, rather.
That's fine. You can move on. I'm just reading something.
All right. Well, Julius, with Kane there, he, you go to grab him and he pulls away, and you see he kind of like otherworldly just turns and pivots towards you. The great sword is still in the position it was with his arms behind him, and then you see his undead muscles flex as he whips the great sword across. 22 to hit. Which hits. Oh, that is the wrong die. Ko, I rolled the wrong die on you last time. You're
Was it
lucky.
supposed to be higher? Oh, fuck.
10 points of damage to you, Kane. Slashing. Let me see. Alright. That will be it for Julius Temin. Kane is about 25 feet away from you, and Temin is 15 to 20.
All right. I am going to run up to Ko.
Alright.
Say what you will, Kane, but I believe in Julius.
And it's going to be reckless attack, 3 attacks on Ko.
Trying to put me in the dirt.
The reckless attacks.
That's a 24, the first one.
That's a solid hit, bro. Solid hit.
That's a 13 on the second.
Ha, you missed.
And a 19 on the last one.
All right, you got me again. All right, lay it
How
on me.
far away are they from Kane's location?
15 feet.
7 slashing for the first one that hit.
Yep.
Let's see. 1 plus 2. That is a 4 on the second attack.
4.
Actually, yeah, 4 on the second one. So it's
All right.
altogether 11.
The board now reads 5 to 1.
As I'm getting like fucked up, like fuck. Come on, Kane. They're showing us up.
That looks pretty bad, Ko.
It hurts like a bitch.
Oh, are you telling me that you need healing?
I need
Not yet. Not yet. He's kind of just like there, just like I need. Not yet.
All right. Ko, it is your turn.
I am going to. Ooh.
Ko is visibly bloodied, mind you.
Yeah, he's fucked up right now. I'm gonna disengage and dash across the circle, but still keeping enough distance away from Kane and Julius. And like on my way over, I'm gonna try to like throw 2 daggers at Julius.
Will you be able to do all that in one turn?
Yes, because my throwing daggers counts as one thing because of the bracers.
All right. Roll me your attacks as you dash across this
fuck is my die?
battlefield, this arena.
Oh, here it is. Here you go. 17 on the first hit, and then an 18 on the second.
Second one hits.
Second one hits. That, I believe, I get my sneak attack damage since Kane is next to him.
He is currently engaged with Kane. Sneak attack is
1d6.
creature, finesse, or range weapon. If you have advantage, do you have advantage on this
I
ranged
don't need
attack?
Reads the second part. I don't need advantage if another enemy of the target is within,
It's
5 feet.
feet.
which would be Kane.
Perfect. All right. Yes. Add your d6.
All right. In total, we got 8 points of damage.
Very nice hit.
Ha ha ha. All right, Kane, you've really got to start pulling your weight. I put up 2 on the board. And they
Indeed,
put up
the
so
board
much.
shows 2. It is now Kane's turn again.
But before Kane's turn, if I may, I'm just going to put Booker on the ground next to Sebastian and say, I will be right back. She is going to cast Misty Step and appear behind Ko. So a flash of
Ooh.
pink will appear behind Ko and say, you're too stubborn for your own good. And she's going to cast Cure Wounds.
All right. How much does he recover?
2nd level. 15 hit points.
Hey,
All right.
For the song boy.
Back in the game. Well,
thank you. I know. He's good.
after Phoebe casts the spell on you, the restoration spell on you, suddenly Phoebe flashes with a bright light and momentarily pulls all your attention over in her direction. The light then subsides from her figure, dimming inward towards her. And you look at her for a moment. Something changed.
That's new.
What was that like, Phoebe?
I didn't do anything. I'm
For Temin and Kane, you are too far away to discern exactly how Phoebe looks different. But for Ko, you look down at Phoebe, and you look into her eyes, and you see there's this different hue to them. They seem to sparkle with a slight... What was it, Phoebe?
If you look at her eyes, they're now reflecting kind of a diamond-esque white with pink speckles throughout them.
That. She also has silver strands in her hair, and her flesh has a slightly richer hue.
He'll say, nice eyes. And then allow his to kind of like flicker a little bit with the blue that his usually glow with.
Oh, you're easily distracted. The fight's that way. She's gonna run around him and go back where she was.
You're not wrong. And
All right.
he'll return his attention to appropriate matters.
Perfect. Well, with Ko back in the fight, Kane, what do you do on your turn?
Julius is standing by me.
Yep. Just hit you. Gave himself another point.
I'm gonna walk away from him and go to Temin.
Okay. Julius gets an attack of opportunity. Uh, 17.
It hits.
That hits. Ooh, that is going to be 16 points of slashing damage. Oop, shit. Maybe if I weren't playing with my pen so much, I'd stop dropping it. What did I say, 16?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yes, as Kane walks away from Julius, Julius swings back the other direction with a greatsword, clipping Kane's back, sending a splash of blood onto the dirt. Kane is visibly bloodied from the two massive greatsword strikes against him. Phoebe, back by Sebastian, you see him... I guess... Interesting.
Is that Sebastian?
I have a theory about something, but let's give this another moment to see if it rings true. Julius then closes the distance and attacks you again, Kane. But this time misses with a 14. Temin.
Looking towards Julius, Ko, and then Kane, Temin holds out his two short swords. And you see him close his eyes.
I understand that rage can be blinding.
And he crosses them. And he casts darkness in the center of the ring as a 15-foot radius, so it should cover the entire area. And he walks towards Kane in the darkness.
All right.
That's it for his turn.
Submerged in darkness. Now, this is magical darkness, so even if you have dark sight, you will not be able to see through this. Phoebe, from the outside of the arena, there is now a pitch black dome. There is just, imagine the Vanta black, the blackest black. There is no light, no reflection. It is just vacancy now.
Well, do you still have eyes on your theory, Sebastian?
When you look up at Sebastian, you actually see a glint in his eye. Cool.
Fuck.
I was gonna say, everybody getting shimmering eyes over here, okay?
Everybody's got nice
specialized.
eyes. Shit. That's no good. I think Ko is actually going to, like, for the first time since the gong was rung, he's actually going to, like, stay in one spot. And he's gonna, like, peer into the darkness, even though he can't see shit. He's gonna kind of just, like, look around in thought, kind of wave his hand out a little bit, see if he can feel anything that's in there. And then he's gonna sit on the ground, cross-legged, and kind of just, like, listen. And he'll be deep into his senses, trying to hear what's going on.
Okay.
I think he would hold his action. There we go. Hold his action. If he hears somebody get within, like, striking range of him, he'll strike.
Okay.
Watch it be Kane. Just slit his ankle or some shit.
All right, Kane. It is now your turn, submerged in darkness.
I can't see anything, so I'm just gonna stand there.
It is Julius's turn, submerged in darkness. Tammin, give me another wisdom check.
That's a 7.
Julius also abstains from action. Tammin.
Because I have blind fighting, I can see perfectly fine in darkness. I don't need to make reckless attack for it to be advantage.
Correct.
Three attacks. Kane.
All right.
Why won't you fight, Kane?
Wow, that was awful. That's 7 for the first one at advantage.
Okay.
I got a 1 and a 2. I was like, what are the odds?
Well, good thing you got 4 more rolls.
That is a 23 on the second. And a 21 on the third.
All right. 2 more hits. Give us your damage.
6 slashing for the first one. Then it is 5 slashing on the second. So 11 slashing damage altogether.
On the outside of the arena, Phoebe, you see Sebastian mark 2 more on the board.
It's really cool. It's really cool.
Why are you just taking it, Kane?
Oh my.
Your job isn't to worry about that.
Yes. I understand now, Phoebe.
Well, what is there to understand?
I did not perceive it myself on the very day that Waterdeep was attacked, but I had heard from the people that were nearby. Is it true that some form of armor covered the champion?
Yeah. I was in danger and I wasn't able to heal Kane in time, and then the armor just appeared when you needed it the most.
Do you trust your friend?
As much as I would like to go against his directions before this match, yes, I do.
You see the twinkle in Sebastian's eye again. Well, I trust him too. I trust he knows what he's doing. Alright. The darkness persists. Ko. You just heard Temin speak to Ko, or speak to Kane, attack him, and then speak again.
All right. This is interesting. Because on one hand, I could try to shoot in the dark, but chances are with my exceptional aim, I'd probably knock out Kane. Maybe not knock him out, but I'd hit Kane, most likely. I think Ko is gonna stay there, and he's actually like, he's kind of just like, shit. I don't want to have to use anything aside from these. Like, he's trying to restrain himself, even under these circumstances. Yeah, so he's just gonna continue to listen.
Ko, as you sit there in the darkness, you hear a voice in your mind, and this frustration start to well up in your chest. And while you sit here and you try to focus on your senses, you hear Raktao within you. Reach out. Sense their minds go. Are you so useless? Ko, do you pass your turn, or do you heed your quarry spirit's guidance?
Well, obviously, it's been a while since Raktao spoke to me, so I have to like do what he said. That's my guy right there. That's the one above. That's Raktao. Or the one in here. So I think, yeah, Ko kind of just going at like face value based off of what Raktao said and off of his previous experiences when it came to delving into minds. He's going to try and reach out. Typically, he would require a line of sight, so he's going to look in the direction where he last heard his allies. And like the same way he was kind of focusing his hearing on what's going on, he's gonna try to like focus his mind on that general direction, thinking more so specifically about Kane, to try and like link with him, because as far as he's ever known, he's always required the visual aid.
Right. So, as you reach out with your mind, searching for your allies, you find the familiar presence of Kane. Now, you're not delving in, you're not reading his thoughts, you're just sensing his presence. And in your mind's eye, you see Kane standing there, 30 feet away from you, on the other side of the circle. Like a picture in your head.
Do I still have an action?
Yes.
Ko is going to use his braces to get 2 daggers. He's going to throw one aimed to fly behind Kane and the other to aim to fly in front of him because he doesn't know where the enemies or where Temin and Julius are.
Okay. Give me 2 attack rolls.
I keep putting my D1. Shit. All right, there we go. The first one is a 10. Second is an 18.
Left or right?
Left.
Okay, Temin. Through the darkness, you get hit with a dagger. Ko, what is the damage?
Fuck. That is 7.
Okay.
Wait, does sneak attack activate anyways? Under these circumstances?
I'm engaged with Kane, so yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, word.
So give me a d6 as well.
+2. 9.
All right. The first hit on Temin so far.
Also, I roll for concentration. The darkness drops.
Oh, fuck.
Nice.
Damn.
You knocked it out. Very fucking good move.
I beat back the darkness with the power of light.
As the darkness subsides, you see Sebastian marking under your name, Ko.
Nice.
All right. Awesome. So, I will figure out what I need to type up, but Ko, you have essentially unlocked the ability to reach out with your mind in complete darkness. To be able to see living creatures. Or ones with thought.
Ooh, a limited blind sense, in a way.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Perfect.
Freaking Temin and Ko are just gonna be in the dark, just doing random shit.
Tag team.
I love it.
All right, Kane.
The direction that Temin hit me in, I'm going to step back.
Okay, so the darkness has subsided, so you can see now.
Okay,
And Julius is behind you.
I see. And Temin is in front of me?
Yes. It is a Kane sandwich. Big blue.
God.
I'm gonna hold action.
Okay. It is Julius's turn. And he's going to attack Kane again. This time, Julius is actually going to use... Oh. I said nothing. And he gets a 16 on his roll, which meets Kane's AC. This is going to be a double attack. So the first one hits Kane for 12 points of damage. And for you kids keeping count at home, he is now at 7 HP. And his second attack is an 18. Also, no, this one's 15 points of damage. Maximum damage that Julius can do.
I'm at 0.
So, Julius strikes Kane again, another splatter of blood. Then Julius brings the greatsword back and plunges it. But where it would have skewered Kane, metal shoots up over his body and down his extremities, encasing him in an impossible suit of armor. It comes up over his head and closes down in a massive iron dragon jaw. Kane recovered a 31 HP. Nope, recovered a full HP. And prepare yourself for battle. Fucking Syrinscape. Stand by. All right. Tammin.
So this is what you were waiting for.
I'm just gonna laugh real quick. To be quite honest, I didn't know what I was waiting for.
Then let the real fight begin.
Taking a glance at the scoreboard, where are we at?
Well, the score is 10-3. Temmin and Julius both have 5 points each, and Ko has 3.
Right. I am going to cast Bless on me and Julius. And that is it.
Okay.
Show me what you can do, Kane.
Temmin. Or, Jesus, Ko.
Can I make a free action and call over to Ko real quick?
Yeah.
Hey, remember that thing? You're not gonna do magic? Fuck it. Get a couple points.
You just had me do all the work so you could look fancy in your new champion uniform.
Hey, all fair and love war. Get those points, man.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
I don't
All
know
right.
what to do with them.
We shall see. All right. Let's see.
You know what?
Cool.
Could I have upcasted Bless?
Yeah, why not?
I want to cast on everybody in the ring. Let's make this real. Let's go.
Everybody gets an extra D4 to attack rolls and damage rolls?
Saving throws.
Saving throws.
Ooh, this might be very helpful for you guys. Okay. 5. Ko is gonna kind of like get up from his seated position and just like robotically kind of just like even less animated than Temmin kind of just turn and then cast Hold Person on both Temmin and Julius.
All right. Temmin, give me a save. What is the...
DC is
Wisdom
it
save,
fucking
right?
yeah, a wisdom of 16. Since you blessed everybody, I think you should do it. Yeah.
All right. Julius failed, and he is held.
All right. Timon is a free boy. Boom. Well, there you have it, Kane. He's stuck. Should be very easy for you to help us catch up in points right now.
You see Sebastian adds 3 points under Ko.
Oh, look. You actually need to catch up to all of us.
Ko is
That's
now
my turn.
leading. Ko is now leading for personal points. Kane,
Who am I closest to?
Julius, and Temin. Julius is restrained. You are currently between both of them. And they do have advantage on you while this is happening. Julius
Really?
Not
Out
if
of
he's
damage.
restrained.
Julius is restrained and he will not be able to make any attack of opportunities or anything until he...
Oh yeah, I get it. So I'm gonna move out of that position so they can't hit me, and I'm actually gonna circle around the side of Temin. Where's Ko in
Other side of the
direct
ring.
line? Is there any way I could do it so I'm flanking, so I can move myself behind Temin? So Ko is
At
on that
range, yeah.
side? Yeah.
Well,
Alright.
for him it just matters that Temin is fighting you, so
Yeah.
it's not really a positional thing for him.
Either way, it still helps if he closes in.
Okay.
So I'm going to put myself in that position, and I'm going to take my attacks on Temin because I don't want to slice and dice a zombie down to nothing. Let's see. So I have my great sword, and I'm going to attack on Temin. Where's my dice?
Remember to add your D4.
Yep. So, oh my god, that was a nat 20 plus 6. So 26. I don't even need to
Alright.
roll, like, because that's it. Is he advantage at hold, like being held?
No, that's only Julius.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I
So-
see.
What is your max and a half damage for that attack?
The max, it's 2d6 plus 3, so 18 is max and a half.
2d6 plus 3 would be 15.
Oh, 15.
Plus a half, which would be rounded down 14, cut in half 7.
2d6 plus 3. I thought that's 9
22.
plus 9. Am I adding it wrong?
2d6 is 16. Plus 3 is 15.
Oh, I see. You don't add. the
Plus 7 is
yeah.
22. So, Temin, you take 22 points of slashing damage.
You go ahead and roll my concentration saving throw.
Oh, you concentrate on the bless too? Oh
Yeah,
my god.
that's right.
Jesus
fine.
Christ, yeah.
It's no, I made it. It's fine. I got
Nice.
a 14 before I even added my D4, so it's fine.
Alright.
I also like to spend a superiority die on menacing attack. So when I hit with my attack, I can expend 1 superiority die to add the total of that damage roll to the target. Must make another wisdom saving throw. On a failure, it also becomes frightened until the end of the next turn.
Okay, so make a wisdom save, Temin. And you see Sebastian marks 5 points under Kane for his critical strike.
Huh.
Suddenly, the plane has shifted.
Oh, 24 for my wisdom save.
You saved.
Alright.
So you're not frightened, but I'm going to roll my d8.
Dude. See, these are why they're my 2 favorite fighters. They're both really fucking solid.
Hellish rebuke, by the way.
Oh!
Ooh.
Damage roll.
14 fire damage. If
All
it's DC 14 for the dex save. But you should get the D4 for the dex save too.
I also got 4 on that that superiority die. So
Okay.
that's additional.
So with Hellish Rebuke, you're going to take 14 fire damage with your... Oh, make your save,
Yeah,
sorry.
so roll a dex save, yeah. So what do I take for damage from Kane? It's 22 plus 4, so 26?
Yes, 22 plus 4.
Okay.
So what am I taking damage from Temin?
Yes,
You're
so as a
making
reaction...
a dex save.
Yeah, you have to make a
Okay,
dex
where's
save.
my dex save? I have 0 to dex, so let's roll that.
The DC is 14, but you get to add a D4 as a bless.
As a save, yeah.
Fuck, that's not gonna help me. 5. What did I get? A fucking 2. I got 7.
Oh my.
Alright, so
14 points of fire.
14 points of fire damage. With your armor, you will be taking 7.
7. Alright, I'm keeping track. 7 damage, perfect. And wait. Now I'm gonna use my action surge.
Okay. Get another standard action. Daddy Kane.
My great sword. Take another hit. Swing. Ooh, 7 plus 6, 12, 13. Does 13 hit 10?
Add a d4.
Is that with D4?
Oh, 13. Where's my d4?
What
Get
are
a
you
4.
waiting
Get a
I
4.
wanted-
Hold on. Hold on. Please get a 4. Please get a 4. Please get a 4. Damn it, I got a 1.
Nah. Alright.
That's okay.
Kane with an impressive comeback in the middle of this training has skyrocketed up to 5 points, dealing massive amounts of damage to Temin. And we come now to Julius, who must make a wisdom save to attempt to free himself from his restraints. While he is saving, Phoebe?
Oh, hello. Phoebe's gonna see this is getting a little crazy.
Temin
now that-
is bloodied, as far as a Warforged can
I
get.
was gonna say, looking out on the field, how does everyone look? How are they looking?
Bloodied.
Bloody.
I'm fine. I'm fine,
Temin
don't worry.
looks the worst for wear. He's the only one bloodied.
Perfect.
Phoebe's practicing her perception on people's injuries.
I'm trying, 'cause no one is communicating. They're all too intense right now. Everything's getting a little crazy now that Kane is in the fight.
You
So-
see, Sebastian's very amused next to you, by the way.
Yeah, she's like you know that woman who's confused, and, like all the numbers go across. That's her right now. She's like, okay, okay, I'm gonna need a little help if you don't mind. And she's just kind of gonna wave her hand a little bit. I hate you guys in the chat, not in the Twitch chat. Anyways, and a little unicorn is gonna pop up in the center of this field, and there's gonna be a faint pink aura that just is subtly pulsing throughout the field. And as a bonus action, I'm going to cast, I believe, what is my bonus action healing spell? Healing word on good boy Temin here. Not at first level. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. That was a really shit roll. I'm so sorry, Temin. That's only 6 points of healing, but you're also going to get an additional 7 because you are within my aura, and everyone else in the aura is also going to regain 7 hit points.
Ooh.
Max health. Thank you, Phoebe.
Wait, everybody in an aura? So am I in that aura?
Yes.
Everyone who I consider or who I choose to heal within the aura is going to heal for 7 hit points.
Question,
So
Xavier.
Temin got 13.
Yes,
Okay.
if math is correct.
Yes, dear.
Do I heal the same way I take damage when the armor is on? Or no? Interesting.
I
This
never
is actually
thought about
That's a
really
good. That's a really good
Because-
question.
In
You
combat,
cannot
you're doing a
be
lot.
healed
At all?
while the armor is on.
That's. Oh yeah. Thanks. Cool. Thanks.
Oh,
So
my
while
spirit-
you do cast your healing, Kane does not get affected by it.
I thought that would
whatsoever.
heal the base health instead of the armor's integrity. Oops.
It works a little differently.
Does it come into effect after? Just
Fuck
out
my
of
theory.
curiosity. After the armor drops, does he get the healing?
Not at all.
I guess that includes Julius as well for 7 hit points. I'm not excluding him.
He was like, nah, I don't know you like that.
Well, hold on. Let me sidebar here real quick. Let me think. Just give me 1 second. Who just went?
I just went.
Temin, go.
Did Kane attack already? I thought it was Ko.
Julius just attempted his save.
So yeah,
failed.
now it's
Alright. Where is Julius in relation to Temin?
10 feet from you.
Alright. Temin is going to break away and run towards Ko. And
Kane, get an attack of opportunity.
yep.
strike him down.
What, Kane?
24.
24 hits.
And then 2d6. 3, 6, 9 plus 3, 12.
Okay, let me roll a concentration save. And because heavy armor master, I'm gonna take 9 points of damage. Y'all lose blessed.
All right, no more plus D4s.
No more blessings.
Alright. I'm still running at Ko and doing 3 reckless attacks.
This fucking guy.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, he's trying to murder me. I love it.
16 on the first one,
That's a hit.
nat 20 on the second.
Definitely a hit.
And another nat 20.
Well, I think I might die immediately.
All
That's
right.
a lot of fucking damage.
I mean, I'm not gonna go for like the kill. I'll just do it,
Yeah.
to, like,
So,
leave him with 1 HP if I do.
I'm just thinking, if I was a big baddie, I'd be fucking scared to take this damage right now.
Kane, you hit Temin as he rushes away. Sebastian marks another point for you, bringing the score 10 to 12. As Temin closes the gap on Ko, he strikes with his short swords with a fury. And then, Ko, as you would take the damage, suddenly everything feels at peace. And Phoebe is once again glowing on the side of the arena. Julius marks the board with 11 more points under Temin and hits the gong one more time, leaving the score with 21 to 12. Temin at a personal 16 for the 2 additional crits at the end, making Temin and Julius the winners of this skirmish.
Skirmish?
Scrimmage? Skirmish?
Scrimmage. Yeah, that's good.
Word.
I sheathed my 2 short swords and I put my hand out to Ko. Help him up.
Well, that was great. He's gonna kind of look down at himself too, though. He's like,
And I use lay on hands for a full 25 points of healing.
Perfect. Kane, the armor then folds back up off your body, disappearing into the collar, and then you take the residual 7 points from the Hellish Rebuke.
Kind of like I'll walk over to Temin and Ko, and I'm gonna put my hand out to shake Temin's hand.
Oh, Kane. You're back to your more scaly self.
Yeah, well, I gotta figure out what this fucking thing can do, because I have no control of it. So, I have an idea now, and Ko said at the beginning, it's a safe environment to test things out, right? I'm gonna look at Ko and be like, sorry, man, I didn't mean to put you on a losing team.
It's fine. Actually, this is very insightful overall.
I'm gonna look over at Phoebe too and be like, yeah, I agree for everybody.
Yes. Actually, he's gonna like follow suit and kind of look at Phoebe too. This is like, yes.
You all see something has been placed on Phoebe. She's now wearing this flowery cloak. Sebastian is hunched over next to her and stands back to his full height after everything happened in 2 moments. Sebastian brushes himself off. I had a feeling that would be of importance. A package had arrived for you just after you had left, Phoebe. You look at what is now on you, and you instantly recognize your mother's cloak.
Hot God.
Who, I'm sorry. Who sent this?
It was a unmarked package, but regardless, all of you did a fantastic job. That was the best fighting I dare say I've ever seen. Olaferun is certainly in good hands. Especially us here in Waterdeep, and we are all very grateful to be having the champion.
Oh yes, the champion, Kane. You did remarkable.
I say you did remarkable, Temin, and I'm glad you hit as hard as you do. I don't need to size you up to know that you're a worthy opponent.
And you are a great leader.
And I bow my head.
Isn't your leader standing right there? Right there? Yeah.
Well, so is Julius. But now you can be co-captains together.
Phoebe's gonna make her way to like the center of the courtyard and kind of walk up on the conversation. You guys got really intense in the middle, and I had to call some extra help because I could not heal all of you at once, so I got a little scared. And Kane, if I hadn't seen that at an earlier time, I don't know if I would have listened to you otherwise. But I'm glad I did.
I'm glad you did too. But I think it's good that we will learn to make sure to ask you, call for you, and or let you know. We will let you know. But if you see me going down, there might be somebody else worth saving before me.
Mm-mm. That is the wrong answer, Kane.
I'm gonna roll my eyes. And
Cole's
I'm gonna
got-
roll my eyes and are like, go, hey, please.
Cole's gonna like walk over and like put a hand on top of her head. I think what Kane is trying to say is that communication is key. And while we communicated some things here and there, we need to work on that, especially in regards to, well, your assistance, which I apologize for being stubborn. Thank you for
That's
your
okay.
efforts.
I got to scare you. You
I was
got
not-
spooked. I saw it. Cole. I scared you.
Warrior must be
is-
prepared to face anything on the battlefield. He's gonna like turn and walk away from her.
It is currently midday. As you look around you at the what was once a courtyard, it's been torn up by your battle. Quite impressively so, too. In fact, as you come down from your exhilaration and you look, a few people have even, like, they're peeking over the walls. A few are, like, down the path a little ways, trying to get a sight on what in the world they were hearing happening up here.
Phoebe's just gonna start like waving.
Everybody follow suit. Smile and wave, boy. Smile and wave.
I'm just gonna walk over and look at Phoebe and pick her up while she's waving.
Oh,
This is a very nice cloak.
oh, yeah. Apparently, someone sent it while we were gone. I wasn't expecting it, and Sebastian doesn't know who it's from. It's very nice. You did great. I didn't know that you could cast a giant dark sphere in such a wide radius.
Oh, I took what you said to heart, and I thought perhaps using darkness to cover for us would be a great defensive method in combat, so that I do not get hit quite as often.
It was pretty cool. I could only imagine that it was pretty cool because I couldn't see through it, which was the point of it. So it was really effective.
As
Yeah.
was really.
Thank you.
Temin, you know, that darkness, now I understand what you were training for. Things are coming together. And you're doing, well, quite a good job, I would guess, since we lost. You know, kind of like side-eyed Kane real quick. He's like, but while you had that up, I think I might have stumbled on something. Actually, Phoebe. In a moment, I'm gonna close my eyes, and I just want you to just like go somewhere close, but like just walk around. I want to test something.
All right. So she's just gonna kind of like, because her sleeves are too big, she's just kind of like, whoop, 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 like somewhere else. She's like super fast in her mind. She's like, sleeves blow up in the wind.
So yeah, much like Ko tried to reach out to Kane, he's gonna attempt to do it for Phoebe this time to see if it works. And he's gonna just like reach out with his mind and kind of just eventually like place his finger on where he feels like her presence is coming from.
So you all see Ko has his eyes closed, and he just points right in the direction that Phoebe had hid. Phoebe, give me a stealth check, retroactively.
I was really prepared. It's a 14.
Okay. If any of you would like to use perception to see if you see where Phoebe goes, regardless, Ko points right in the direction of where she is.
I found you. Turn into a game.
Oh, that is amazing, Ko. You too have gained some form of blind sense.
Yes.
She's gonna run back. Did you hear me?
I wasn't thinking about hearing you. I actually used my mind.
Phoebe's gonna cast silence. Right on Ko. And she's just like, whoop, 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 whoop. She runs to a different spot.
Okay.
He's gonna close his eyes. He's gonna play along with it. And he'll do it again.
He does it again.
He's just there. Can he even speak? I don't know. Can
You
he
can
produce
speak,
sounds?
but no one can hear you.
Yeah.
You're inside the silence.
Yeah, he's got it. It's like, she's there. She's there. She's there. She's there.
That's really cool.
Then he'll open his eyes again.
She's gonna drop silence.
So yes, like Temin had pointed out, I have also developed a way to perceive some things without sight.
Can you teach me how to do that?
Can you perhaps gain a quarry spirit and somehow become entwined with it?
Wow, you could have just said no.
I don't think so.
I don't
Then
think so, because she can just, communicate with goddesses and be all powerful and change her eyes and stuff. So I don't think that really matters, Kyle.
Oh
yeah,
yes.
you should ask your goddess.
The two of you, Temin and Kane, can now see those physical changes on Phoebe.
Wait, what do you mean?
Oh. Your hair.
Your eyes.
Different.
What happened? What happened to my? Are they okay?
They
Can I
look
see?
great.
I can see. I can still see. I'm able to see this what's happening.
You can see your skin is more of an olive tone.
Have we been in the sun for a little too long?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I'm sunburned. I did not put on sunscreen. That's my fault. I should have used the ointment that Geke gave me, and I didn't. That's my fault. You were supposed to remind me.
As I look up at the sky, and it's probably still cloudy from the strange weather.
It most certainly is in good memory.
Huh.
No, dude, no one's told her what's wrong with her eyes. Her skin's a different color. All right, she's freaking out.
Listen,
Phoebe's version of freaking out.
listen, relax. You seem to be okay. In fact, honestly, you seem better than before. Like, ascended is the word.
But I'm still here.
Yes, you're evolved.
I don't feel any different.
That's fine. Like, I have new senses, or a better way to use my psionics. Temin has been practicing his blind sense. We don't change in super drastic ways, but we're changed for the better. And perhaps you have too.
Did you not like my eyes and my hair before?
No, they were fine.
Oh,
They were great. Now they're like even better.
what is that? I need a glass, I need a pond, I need something. She's just gonna walk away to see what happened to her. She can't see herself.
So, yeah, you can find something reflective. There's probably a mirror inside the estate, or maybe even a pond on the other side of the courtyard. Okay.
Temin is cleaning Kane with his cleansing stone this time.
As you promised, Kane. Allow me to help you.
Yeah, I did make that promise. So I'm gonna just stand there and let him clean me with the stone, I guess, for the first time.
Man, you get clean.
Yeah, I'm clean.
So, after your extensive training, as stated before, it is about midday, though hard to tell with the way the sky is now. The entire city is open to you. You have 2 days before the champion and his companions are requested by the Lord's Alliance. So with the remaining time that we have, what would you like to do?
Is this are we playing through the second half of the first day, or is this
Yes.
the second day?
Second
Okay.
half of the first day. Training, I did not expect to go on that long, but I also did not expect it to be as cool as it was.
It was really cool.
No, that was so much fun.
That was not scripted whatsoever.
I
The
had no
fact
idea what
that
to
those
expect.
criticals came up and that they caught back up, and then Temin with that finisher. All right. We'll
End
talk
of the
about
session.
it later.
End of the session.
But man, that was awesome.
It was.
All right.
So Phoebe is probably gonna take a walk through town. Cause
Making my way downtown.
she's gonna make her way
She wants to show off her
downtown.
robe.
I know there's a lot happening.
A new robe. I have new hair. I'm going out on
Get
the town,
check me
bitches.
out. Look at this.
She's like, I need to go talk to somebody.
I'm gonna go show. Get gay.
Kick.
Fucking yeah. Kick the door in. Who the fuck are you?
New hair. Who this?
All right, now that we killed the time, so Ko's back. Anyways, go ahead, Phoebe. What are you gonna do?
So she's gonna go through town. She probably snuck into town. She probably went to the pond. It was like, you know what?
She dipped.
She done dizzy dipped. Yeah, she is there like a clothing store, kind of like a gear shop?
Oh yeah, plenty. You actually do recall, specifically, when you were helping out Geke, one day her favorite shawl got caught on, the doorway and ripped, and she was upset about it, but she knew a fantastic tailor that would take care of her. His shop was just down the way from the Twig and Sprig, and it was the Paler Tailor.
I remember that specifically because I offered to mend it for her, but she was really stubborn and I wasn't willing to argue with her. So I go in that direction and the door's probably a little heavy for me, so I throw it open and I walk on in.
Okay. We will get right back to you. The rest of you?
Temin is just sitting down with Julius and just, as Julius is just in the estate sitting at the dinner table, Temin is just cooking, but like nearby, and like,
Oh, and then we saw kobolds, and I became friends with them.
and just recalling all of his memories and just taking a trip through memory lane and telling Julius about everything he did since then.
The undead sits with you. We will also get back to that. Ko and Kane.
So, fill me in real quick. We came in from the fight or from the training.
Mm-hmm. And I just reminded everybody that it is about midday, and the city is open to you for at least 2 days before the Lord's Alliance calls upon the champion and his companions.
Gotcha. King, I'm really, really starting to get the hang of these daggers. I feel like a few mishaps here and there, but it'll be fine. I think I want to go buy a new one, like a full dagger, not another set of braces. That was stupid. But a full dagger, something useful. In the words of Mayor, capable. Something capable. You want to go out, get a few drinks, find something shiny?
Tempting as that sounds, I have a feeling that I might have to go do something else. Unfortunately, these fucking lords don't know what they're doing, and we need to do something. And all these towns have no armies, and it doesn't matter how much we train and play around, we'll never be able to take on an army without help. I'm gonna look out at wherever we are, like whether it's a window or a garden, wherever we are. I'm just gonna look away and be like, relying on the townspeople to defend themselves. As much as we're gonna need their help, they're not very reliable and/or strong enough. So, I've been thinking. I mean, I am gonna go someplace with a lot of alcohol, but I think I need to go and find some allies that can help us. But if you want to go and check out some daggers...
No. Tell me, you have potential sources for allies. He's gonna just like, you have other friends.
But I've worked with enough people in this goddamn Forsaken City, and I know I'm gonna stop. I knew someone who had all the connections. So, we need to go to Evan's tower. We need to find some people Evan knows or something.
As soon as he starts talking about Evan, the mood is just like shifted. I'm gonna go buy shiny toys. Oh, fuck. Evan.
I mean, Evan has so much in that tower. I'm not going to stop you if you see a fancy dagger lying around that might be magical of some sort and could gift you some of the extra little abilities. I mean, it's Evan. Come on, you've met the guy. You know what I'm getting at.
You're not wrong. But I'm inclined to agree with you, of course, when it comes to, well, needing help, the city not being capable, the citizens not being capable of defending themselves, etc., etc. So, I guess it's us today. Let's figure shit out.
Hell yeah. And you know what? Bottle of wine's on us. I mean, on Evan.
On Evan.
On Evan.
unless, what was that guy's name? Whoever his underling was. Unless he drunk it all by now.
No way. That guy is a stick in the mud. He is. Don't even worry about that guy.
Well, we should have drank some for Evan.
All right. Perfect. So, we're going to swing back around to Phoebe. Now, you know of the Paler Tailor, but you have never been in. The front of the shop is inauspicious, just stone and wood. But when you enter in, there's that textile smell. The yarns and the wools, the cotton, all of that. And you just see a just wonderful assortment of colors and, different types of fabric, sheer to rough, and mannequins lining the bottom portions of the walls, each adorned with different garments. Some of them appear to be adventuring clothes, others commoner clothes, some more aristocracy, higher class. You've got a great assortment on display here. And you hear a rustling from the back, and you hear, "I'll be up in a minute."
Oh, no worries. Take your time.
And as you wait, a gnome comes walking backwards, his arms full of a basket with different spools of multicolored yarn. In fact, so multicolored that on the same spool there appears to be a whole rainbow of hues. And he puts it up on the counter, and he grabs a kerchief and dabs the sweat from his bald head, and he turns to look at you, and you see the palest gnome you've ever seen. And then you notice... Hold up.
This poor guy. I love all these gnomes. My people.
I just gotta make sure I get the pronunciation right on this. It's been a while.
Of course.
Based on his appearance, skin tone aside, he appears to be a Svrfneblin. which are gnomes native to the Underdark, much as drow and dwerger, deep dwarves are.
Okay.
But this one is uncharacteristically pale. Welcome to my shop. How can I assist you? Do you need hemming on that cloak? It seems to be a bit large for you.
Oh, I'm actually gonna keep this the way it is if you don't mind, but I always appreciate the offer.
Oh, don't let me overstep my boundaries.
No, not at all. I actually might need your professional opinion. But are you okay? You look to be a bit overwhelmed.
Oh, just carting this new delivery.
Oh man. Would you mind if I'm a cleric? I should probably lead with that before I go asking people if I can shake their hands. Can I shake your hands if you don't mind?
Sure, but first you'll have to tell me your name.
Oh, of course. I always forget that. I never used to forget that, but I've made new friends and now I forget to introduce myself all the time. My manners are flying out the window. I'm Phoebe.
Pleasure to meet you, Phoebe.
And
I am Cantant.
Cantant. That is a lovely name. And when they shake hands, she's gonna cast Greater Restoration.
Oh. I thank you for the revivification.
Of course, you look like you could use the boost since you're working this large order. I'm coming in with a potential order myself, or maybe you could point me in the right direction. I, like I said, have a group of friends that I have come across, and one of them in particular, I'm looking to get kind of not a cloak, not a scarf, maybe a scarf, I'm not really sure, but something to kind of this area. Articulation is not Phoebe's
Some
best.
neck adornments.
Yes, no.
There are scarves, there are shawls, there are even hoods.
They're kind of, she's gonna do her best, like, tough guy, tall.
Large fellow.
Yes.
All right. Well.
And she's gonna kind of like explain what he normally wears and see what would like best complement, not be too flashy, but just very, yeah.
And the colors, you see them wear most prominently?
This is totally a player to player. It's mostly leathers, right? From what I recall.
Are you asking me?
Yes.
I was like, what is she doing? My suspicion was rising, but I was like, nah. And so both Kane and Amanda is surprised.
Yes, Kane wears bondage gear.
So Kane wears, like leathers and metals and stuff. Just, yeah.
Explain that in Phoebe articulation.
Sure. All right, so a deeper reddish leather color. That's okay. I think I can find something of that. He goes through some of his things, rummages around, pulls some stuff out. No. And then he brings you 3 different options. A blue scarf, knitted with very fine knitting. You feel it. It is, it's soft, but not frizzy with that excess wool kind of coming off of it. The next one is a blue hood, where, it comes down over the shoulders, but it clasps in the center. And the third one is a green scarf, though this one's material is thicker. It's kind of a heavier, not burlap, closer to like, it's just a tougher kind of material.
Okay. These are very nice, by the way. I'm assuming you made them yourself.
Of course, everything here is made by my hands.
They are lovely. If you couldn't tell, I'm not the best decision maker, so I'm going to split it to a 50-50. Actually, no, I'm not even going to give myself the percentage odds because those haven't been great recently either. How much would all three of these go?
Well, let's see. All three would cost you just shy of 10 platinum.
10 platinum. Okay, that sounds lovely. How much would one of these cost?
Well, it depends on which one.
Oh, they vary. Okay. She's kind of getting into her, like, her barter.
If you're looking for the cheapest, I would suggest this green one. The material is cheaper. The mid-range would be the blue scarf here. It's nice, soft fabric, but it's not a lot of it, so therefore it is a cheaper cost. The most expensive would be the hood here, much more fabric, and this dye is actually quite unique. Requires the smashing of 3 different types of beetles and flowers in order to get that distinct hue.
I can tell you've been doing this for a good while.
His whole life.
Before I offer or pick which one I would like, is there any opportunity for us to strike a deal in which I could provide you with materials for your dyes?
That is an interesting prospect. I actually don't make my dyes.
Oh, who does?
Well, I have them imported from many different locations, though I hear the trouble in the East may make that difficult. So maybe there could be a prospect in the future for it.
I don't know if I saw you the last time. Someone else might have been here, but I actually worked with Geke, the herbalist.
Oh,
in her shop.
Geke! Then, he dabs his forehead again, as you see it glisten slightly. You must be Phoebe, then.
Yes.
Oh, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I had no idea.
Oh, that's perfectly okay, since this is our first official introduction.
I can absolutely give you a discount on these items. How much do you have to spend? Perhaps we could work this out.
Can I have an insight check for his profusive sweating?
Yeah.
I'm having so much fun with this NPC. I never want it to end.
Well, it will have to end.
I rolled a nat 1. Is that the lucky feat where I can reroll it?
I think so. Yeah, actually.
I can't. Phoebe in social settings, please. That's a nat 20. That's a 24.
All right, perfect. Yeah, it's very clear that he's getting hot around the collar at the thought and mention of Geke, and now he appears to be maybe a little embarrassed or flustered that he was so he was inflating his prices. And now, you know, you're a friend of the girl he likes, so now he feels like a dick.
Holding the cards now, old man. All right, so being the customer, you are free to alter this exchange in any way you see fit as the provider. So if I were looking to obtain any of these articles of clothing from you, if the discount were applied with the deal that I would go across and in the direction of where supplies and materials are going to be a bit more difficult to retrieve, and give them to you, as well as mention to my mentor Geke how lovely you were at providing me this service. Would that alter anything at all?
You can pick any of these items for 5 gold.
5 gold. Oh my, that does change things. What I will do is I will take the green scarf in the hood off your hands for 10.
The green one for 10?
The green in the hood, because you said 5 gold each,
Oh,
correct?
Sorry. Yes.
Perfect. And I'm going to put the gold in his hands, and I'm going to...
Thank you.
Of course, thank you.
And I will gift wrap these for you, separate parcels.
Yes, please, if it wouldn't be too much trouble.
Of course not. And packages them up.
Anything for a friend of Geke's.
Oh,
Then
well,
dabs his forehead again. The sweat dripping while he was packaging. Sweat drips from his large, bulbous nose.
So precious. Well, I'm actually headed there now, so if you have anything for me to tell her.
Just let her know she's always welcome.
Yeah, I definitely will. It's been an absolute pleasure. She's gonna say her goodbyes and take the bags and walk out the door.
All right. Temin. Back with Julius. You've been regaling him on tales of your journey.
Yes. Still talking about it.
I do miss the times we've shared together, Julius. And I have always, for the longest time, since you departed, wanted to fight alongside you at least one more time. Thank you for being with me here today.
The glazed eyes stare back at you, and you see it kind of nods slightly.
I think I am beginning to understand what the book had meant. All this time, I had always struggled with the thought of you not being here. I could not accept your shameful death, and I denied it. But with you here now, I sense that you are every bit the warrior I remember you to be. And I am proud to call you my friend, my mentor, and always my captain.
The undead stands, and with Julius's greatsword in hand, he performs the East Wind Battalion salute.
I stand up and immediately render a salute in return.
Julius, I know it was selfish of me. To call you back here. Because I could not accept your death.
And I take a knee.
With everything you have shown me today, I think now I am truly ready to accept the burden and the weight of your great sword. Thank you for everything you have taught me.
The undead takes a step back and places the tip of the great sword beneath your chin.
I look up at him.
And then stands in a battle-ready stance.
I understand, Julius.
And I draw my 2 short swords as I stand.
This is the death you deserve. Not one of shame, but a proper send-off for a warrior.
And with great sword in hand, Julius lunges forward. And we will fade black on that for now. Well, let's not get too sentimental. For Kane and Co. are now walking the streets of Waterdeep once more. Their destination?
Kane's leading the way.
Oh, we're going to that damn library.
Yeah, but you live here. I just visit
All right, well, we're walking to the library, man.
perpetually.
I know where the library is. It's huge.
Owl's Eye Tower of Knowledge.
Yes.
Yes. Visible within the castle ward from most anywhere in the city. As you make your way towards the tower, there at the door, as usual, stands a very bored acolyte.
Hell yeah. And we're just gonna look at Co and be like, that's our guy. Don't worry. Do you want to talk to him or do you want me to do it?
You've been kind of on the mission right away, Peter. Just be nice.
Oh yeah. You guys really think that I'm mean or something, and I'm gonna just go walk up to him.
Punch him in the face. Where is it? Where's Evan?
All right. Jeremiah doesn't look up from his book. If you wish to gain entrance to the Owl's Eye Tower of Knowledge, you must come back later, as we are finding new management.
Is he at like a desk or like one of those podiums?
Pedestal podium
Yeah.
thingies.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm just gonna lean over it with my big arms and be like, all right, listen. Jay, man, it's been a little bit, right?
Oh,
Hi.
Kane.
Yes, and
I gotta like peer out from behind Kate.
I actually need access to Evan's old office, which I know you can make happen. Easy.
any personal affiliations with Evan Manderth are not reason enough alone to enter his private study.
All right, you're right. That is solid argument there. How about this, though? The nephew of Evan M. there is going to give me that permission to get in, and that is the authority I need because you have that ability. So,
My uncle's personal business is one...
yes, is one that is crazy and shielded and shadow and blah, 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 that I've also been in for years and years and years. So, again, if you just let me just tiptoe in there for real quick, I just need one goddamn book that I lent to him 5 years back, and it's just driving me crazy now that, like, who knows when Evan's coming back. You're under new management now, and you've been looking, and let's just quite say, what if you find some guy, and then he gets rid of that? That's my book. Do you really want the champion coming after the library to get a goddamn
Roll
book?
me a persuasion with advantage.
Hell yeah. Hang on, let me get my metal die. My plastic die betray me. When I actually care about my rolls, I whip out my metal die. All right. 17 plus 5, because I am proficient in persuasion. So what is that, 22?
22.
All right. I really don't care.
I didn't think you did.
Find... I don't even know where he is. He looks around. And he creates a very familiar looking door.
Thanks. And I'm just gonna head to the door with Ko. Like, come on, Ko, before he changes his mind.
As we're like walking away, I'm kind of like, so do you want us to like bring you down any wine or anything, like anything at all?
Actually, yes, you most certainly can bring me up.
Wine it is. Let's go. Just like
The most
fall.
expensive looking one.
Of course, naturally. Evan
Yeah,
doesn't drink cheap.
Might be a boring guy, but he's got good taste.
He gets it from his uncle, surely.
All right. So, you zip. You feel that pull and stop, which you're quite.
Still not used to that.
Shook me
Jesus
from my
Christ.
core.
Which you're getting more used to, Ko.
It's been a while.
There we go. Sorry, for some reason that was at max volume. And you come into Evan's study. But it is not at all like you left it. It is completely in disarray. Absolutely ramshackled.
Well, that's just fucking great. Should have known freaking vultures would be in here. I'm gonna just start looking through his desks and drawers and like just ranting about how this is so stupid and fucking people just can't keep their mitts off of anything around in this fucking city and
Ko's immediately just like get a bottle of wine and start drinking it while like watching as Kane literally is just like a walking hypocrite.
Yeah, exactly. While I'm bitching, and I'm also
like,
gonna be like, "Go, just take whatever you want. Evan won't care now." Like,
Precisely. While you tear through the mess, a dustpan floats up and smacks your hands, Kane.
is this familiar magic to me? Is this something I've seen in this room before?
Everything in Evan's room moves at one point or another. And then you see a broom accompany the dustpan and start sweeping. And then the items in clutter that have found themselves in disarray begin to get picked up by themselves. And rags appear to wipe away the glass. And you step back and watch as slowly but surely everything is cleaned up and put seemingly right back into place.
Kane, I thought Evan was the one who enchanted all of these things to be animated.
I don't know what residual magic does and how it works. It could be something else. And as
Never mind. I know how you feel about magic.
either way, now that it's all picked up, maybe it'll be easier to find some stuff. Let's go. I'm just gonna start looking through everything again.
All right, give me a perception check. Ko, are you just watching?
I'm actually going to, playing around with the psionics to try and, find, Kane and Phoebe. It's kind of giving Ko an idea to try and reach out to Evan as best he could using his psionic abilities, since their minds have already intertwined once before.
Are you so you're just trying to reach out mentally and find Evan's mind?
Yeah, not even trying to fully link with it, just to find the presence, to see if it's anywhere here. Especially after seeing these things reanimate themselves to do what they have been previously tasked to do.
Sure. Kane, what was your...
Lucky number 13.
Okay. So, Kane, while you're searching around, you're trying to find a Rolodex, a fantasy book, a ledger of just contacts, people that he's had business with, right?
Essentially.
And there are a lot of books in here. This is no rinky-dink study. This is a large room. And as you're looking through, you start to care less and less about putting things back where they go, and you're tossing them. And then they're getting picked up and put back almost as quickly as you go through them. And then you hear this sound and then you turn around and you see this wine glass is attempting to put itself back into place where all these other wine glasses are, but in the way there is a goblet, a whole other kind of glass. You then see the goblet comes out and next to the wine glass. And then the wine glass tries to go into its spot, and the goblet blocks it. And then they kind of shuffle around each other for a little bit. Then the broom gets involved, and they start moving each other around. And they're trying to get this wine glass back where it goes. The next thing you know...
Move out of the way.
Things are flying off the shelves. And the room becomes as much of a mess as it was when you first found it.
I'm gonna go over where that wine glass wasn't going in its place. And I'm gonna look what's in there.
Give me a perception check.
How tall am I? Can I see?
I mean,
I got 5.
Okay, well, it would take a blind person to not see this. A blind, not magically attuned person.
Jesus Christ.
It's okay. It's me, right?
You walk up and you look to where this wine glass should be suspended. And something glints and catches your eye.
So I imagine my big meaty paws can't fit in there.
You might be able to wiggle your fingers in, but you're not sure you'd be able to get purchase
Wine
on
glasses are long.
Yes, I know
Phoebe,
that.
no eyebrows. Okay, have you ever seen like wine glass holders? They're crisscross applesauce, and I can't even.
I'm
put
thinking of the
mine
ones
in.
that are like
Oh, like
this.
the cup ones.
So then
Oh.
the stem of it slides in and it hangs.
Yes.
Oh, I thought we were talking about like a wine holder. Okay, that's fine. I know where we are now.
We're just talking about where the glasses go.
Yep. I know where we are. Okay, I can handle this, guys. Everyone just chill out. I can get it now.
Cole's literally just fucking drinking and just looking at Kane like, what the fuck, dude?
All right, I'm gonna look over at Ko, who's just drinking, and I'm gonna be like, careful with that. You're gonna get sick on your way back. And I'm gonna reach in for that shiny thing.
Shit.
As he's reaching in for that shiny thing, Ko, you're reaching out trying to find Evan. And you're definitely getting, like, traces of him in this study. But when you try and push beyond it, you find you're incapable of it. For some reason, you can't penetrate the walls of this study. And
Oh, go ahead.
And then you hear a whispering voice in your mind. Kane, reaching into this wine holder, the wine glass holder, you pull out a coin, about palm-sized, and this coin is very familiar to you. It is bronze, rusted, chipped, in the shape of a skull. This is a coin required for entry into the skull port. Ko, when you turn your head towards the direction of the whispers, it starts to get louder. To your right, somewhere.
Am I able to discern if it's something that is being perceived from my ears, or is it a mental thing?
It's a mental thing.
Since I've, like, for whatever reason, have been drawn towards that direction, like the head turning, what's over there now that I've turned my head towards the right?
A big mess now.
Does the voice sound familiar?
Nope.
King, what did you do?
I did nothing. I think these wine glasses had a fit, and they decided not to go back where they belong, which put everything in a mess. I'm saying this not looking at him. Like, I'm still holding the coin and looking at the wine thing I just pulled it from.
And the glass goes where it belongs. And in suit, everything goes back to where it should be. When this happens, Ko, you see, sitting on a mantelpiece with a few other items, is a dagger.
Shiny. I'm going to use my telekinesis to try and, like, just pull it towards me. And
You find it is extremely receptive to your mental touch, and the whispers are very loud when you bring it closer to yourself.
It's just like inspecting it and just like head tilting it. Are any of the whispers audible, or do they grow in volume as the dagger itself grows closer to me?
It grows in volume, but not in
Audibility?
it's not.
Is that a word?
Not in. It doesn't become clear what it's
Coherent.
saying.
Coherent.
Coherent, yes.
That's
Not,
the word
not
I was
louder,
looking for.
but not more coherent. Thank
there
you.
we go. Cool.
And you have it suspended with your telekinesis?
Yes.
Yeah. You look at it, and the blade of this dagger appears to have been chipped from some form of crystalline sediment. So a lot like ancient stone daggers were chipped.
Mhm.
This one is
Yep.
a crystal. The handle of it is wrapped deep red leather with a little bit that hangs off at the end as a wrist strap.
As I'm kind of like looking at it, examining it, and kind of just like rotating it with the telekinesis, I'm gonna kind of just like tap it a little bit, like while it's suspended, kind of just tap it to see if it like spins from the force of my like physical touch as I'm just like trying to suspend it in the air, just playing around with it, just like.
When you tap it, the whispers stop. And it gently spins, as most items do, suspended in telekinesis when force is applied to them.
After the whispers stop, I'm gonna kind of just like slowly reach out to like fully grasp it in my hand. Hey, Kane. Have you ever seen this dagger before in here?
DM, have I ever seen that dagger before in here?
Probably.
Like I said, you're gonna find something lying around.
I'm gonna try to, I don't know, weirdly, oh god, oh no. I'm going to try weirdly reach out, like, I don't know. Cole's been on a roll lately when it comes to his psionics just doing weird shit that he didn't think he was able to do before. So he's gonna try to like the same sort of like, I don't know, relationship connection that he had with the whispers prior. He's gonna try to reach for that again now that the dagger is in his hand. He's gonna try to like focus his psionics on the dagger more intensely.
Okay. As that is happening, Kane, you've been standing here holding the coin for quite some time.
I'm just thinking about how I am not finding, like, you know, this convenient book of contacts that would be lovely to have, and how this is an option that I might be able to utilize. So while I'm pondering and really weighing out the options, because this is Skullport we're talking about, I know that this is probably going to be what I need, and I'm going to take the coin, and I'm going to take 2 bottles of wine and turn back to
Ko, as you focus your mind on the dagger, a female voice whispers to you. Hello, Ko. Do not be surprised. It is the magic of me that I am able to know you. But I can help you. You are very gifted in your mind, and I can help one such as you.
Who are you? He replies telepathically.
Who would you like me to be?
Oh, fuck. Well, obviously Phoebe's mother, but no. I think there's a few people who flash into Ko's mind when she says that. And I think the last one, the imagery that his mind lingers on is that of a female form that he knew in his past, just because it is a female voice that is kind of like directing it to stop on that.
So, as you are thinking of, impactful females for Ko in his past, the voice changes to that same voice. Then that is who I will be.
And you can help me.
Of course, Ko. We can help each other.
Is this happening out loud or is this in their heads kind of deal?
You see, he's holding a dagger and he's just looking at it.
I would imagine his eyes are probably glowing at this point.
Yes.
Deep in psionic ability usage. Yeah.
I can make you stronger. And you can make me complete.
I get to fall in love with a weapon.
Xavier's gonna give us the good version of that fucking weapon dating game.
Oh, dungeon, boyfriend dungeon, or whatever the heck the game is. Yes, I love it. Yes.
Just wait until Kelp. You think you're having trouble now? Wait until he has to have a sex scene with that knife to make it work better. Give it XP.
Then he'll really be firmly grasping it.
Oh god. It just happened.
Someone's gonna die. She's gonna pass away to get away from us.
Oh. All right. Reel it in. Yes, Kane, you walk up to see Ko, intent, clearly using his psionics.
How exactly? What is it you require from me to be complete?
Just do what you have been doing, leader.
I almost dropped the dagger. How dare you call me such a thing?
That is what you seek to be, is it not? As I said, I can give you many things.
His mind is like, what the fuck? Is it?
All you need to do is feed me souls. A small price. So many you've already put down by your hand.
Do these souls have any sort of requirement?
No. I have no requirement, no limits. Any soul you give me should suffice, and get me closer to my completion. And in thus, I shall continue to make you more powerful.
He's going to kind of like separate the link as best he can and kind of like come out of that trance moment. How far away is Kane from me?
He's right next to you. He was on the other side of the room.
And now he's fucking. Did you find what you were looking for? Oh, you've got wine. Perfect.
How much wine did you have? And you okay, man?
Yeah, I'm fine. I found this dagger. You found the wine. I found other wine. Yeah.
Well, if you want wine, you're gonna grab it because one of these is for Jeremiah, and
You're right.
the other one.
I should grab an extra one just in case, just to be nice.
Just in case.
Yes.
Well, we still have to be here for another night, so why not bring some home for dinner?
That is actually very quick. Yeah. Give me a moment. Ko is gonna like find whatever sort of cloth or something, and he's going to bury this knife in it and wrap it up and throw it in his pack.
All right, perfect.
And then he is going to gather some more bottles and just like by the armful.
As you do.
Just like, all right, I think I'm ready. Wait, do we have to walk all the way back down? Normally Evan just kind of just, whoop, and I'm wherever I need to be.
Because I've been in and out of this place.
The door sends you back.
The door
There are no stairs.
Okay.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So hold your breath, Buttercup, because we're going back down.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna go through the door after Ko because I'm gonna stay in the room for a minute because I really am sad that Evan is gone, and I don't know if this will probably be the last time I'll be in this room.
Okay.
And then I'll go through the door.
All right. With our boys on their way back to the estate, of course giving Jeremiah his due bottle.
Wait.
Bottles.
No, I'm giving him one. But
I'm giving him one too.
He should, like, kidding aside, like, Kane's kind of like, like serious. He's not joking around like he normally does. I'm gonna tell Jeremiah that I think he should deeply consider taking up management for the tavern or for the library.
Jeremiah closes his book and he looks back up at you. And what makes you so sure that he won't be coming back?
I would love it that he'd be coming back. And if he was coming back and you were in charge, then he would be able to take the Owl's Eye back. No problem. But I also think, not just because I do hope Evan comes back and then he can get his tower, I do also genuinely believe that you're no bullshit kind of guy, and you wouldn't run this place into the ground like others would. Working for your uncle was probably a bitch, but I'll tell you, working for anybody else, especially any higher ups in the city, it's gonna be a hell of a lot worse.
I guess I haven't given it much thought on the possibility. I suppose I was just hoping he would return sooner, and this wouldn't fall upon me. If someone else takes this tower, that will be complicated.
It's a lot of power to give to somebody who would use it in a very unfair way. And I think that you're smart enough to see through that. Just like I was smart enough to see through you. I don't think that you hated working here for your uncle as much as you even say.
Well, champion. I suppose I should thank you. But I'm going to finish this bottle, and maybe the second one, and then I'll make some poor decisions. As I believe that's what Evan would have preferred.
You're not wrong.
And if you do take over, and Evan comes back, I know you won't get rid of his chambers. If someone else takes his place, he will be erased. Entirely, even if he's still alive. And I'll just nod my head and go.
Yeah. Okay.
Before we depart, Cole's gonna make sure he rests that second bottle on there. King has a way with people, and honestly, it baffles me sometimes. But I think he's right. Even though I haven't really known your uncle for too long, I think this place is better left in your hands.
Well, I appreciate the vote of confidence. And perhaps there's a reason why that thing has reawoken after 100 years.
That's what people keep saying.
I need time.
I'm
my
slightly
thoughts.
listening to Ko from afar.
Okay.
Yes. At any rate, I hope your uncle does return. I'll drink on his behalf tonight. So should you. And if you ever need us, for whatever reason, we're at the Champion's Estate, all the way over there. You can't miss it.
Oh, I know
Tell
where you
Sebastian. Tell Sebastian. Well, I'll let Sebastian know. He works there for Kane. I'll let him know who you are. If he doesn't know already. He's weird like that. Anywho. Until next time.
Until then. All right. With the boys on their way to the estate and no more interruptions.
Right, NPC development, don't say you hate it.
I'm not saying I hate it.
The boys are being good.
We didn't even punch him.
Yeah.
We've got 30 minutes left, okay?
Oh yeah. Phoebe, Temin, this is all yours.
Phoebe.
So in the time that they were going to the tower and doing their business, Phoebe would have dropped by Gekke's store, played a little game of catch up, probably asked her if she knew about anything that happened to her. I assume that she wouldn't because
Stop right there.
Or plot twist.
Phoebe!
Hello.
This is quite interesting to see. Your skin, your hair, your eyes.
Yeah. This just kind of happened, and I don't really know why.
Perhaps it might be time to tell you something.
Oh, okay.
She goes to the door and turns the sign to closed. I'm going to brew some tea.
Oh, okay. What, did you need any help?
You can help me.
Perfect.
So she brews some tea. It's lovely. It's a calming tea. very relaxing. And she sits you down on her cushions in the back. And, well, Phoebe, your mother was a very special lady. But she told me something about herself that maybe you should know. Especially now.
I hope it's a good thing.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay.
Do you know what a celestial is?
Do I know what a celestial is?
No.
I need to roll anything? Okay. No. I think when we were, oh boy, where was it? Baldur's I think. I saw a book that had celestials written on it or something, but I wasn't sure of what that was.
Well, your mother is part celestial. That still means nothing to you. Celestials are divine beings from another plane. They're very in tune with the divine and with healing and blessings. And it makes perfect sense why your mother was as lovely as she is. And, well, we had talked about the possibility of some of that passing to you.
Okay.
And it seems something has happened to awaken that part of you.
Yes. I know it's been a minute, but I saw her kind of again.
Oh, good.
Recently, and she gave me she gave me this.
Oh. This must be it. Was this recently? Before the change?
Very recent, yes.
Ah. Your mother has big plans for you.
She vaguely mentioned that Eldath had plans for me, so I assume she's playing the part of messenger in a way that she isn't technically supposed to, which is very characteristic for my mother.
Sounds about right. Though they are saying that the silence of the gods has ended, which is concerning.
Who did you hear that from?
Oh, many are talking about it. Even the temple is saying that they are receiving word from their god again.
Oh my goodness. She did mention that. She did mention that it was coming to a close, the time that they were going to be tight-lipped, to say the least. What have you heard?
Oh, nothing specific. I don't worship any deities myself. But if something's happening that's important enough for the gods to now talk to us again, well, it makes sense why we need wonderful people like you to be the chosen champions of gods of peace.
Oh, chosen champion is a very heavy title for a person of my stature, but I will definitely do my best to wear that mantle.
Hey, short pride!
Sure. I mean, you would know. People like us. No, that's very good to know, though. That definitely helps. Put some ideas into my mind. So thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad that I stopped by. By the way, please remind me of his name. I stopped by the store that we went to when you tore that thing.
My shawl, yes.
Yes.
Pale Taylor.
Yes.
Canton.
Yeah, Canton. I saw him. He was very helpful in helping me with an errand that I was running.
Oh,
And
good.
yeah, he was very sweet.
I often use him for discounts.
Oh, I love her. In what way, if I might ask?
Oh, he's quite smitten with me.
So you're well aware. I'm so glad.
Yes. He's not my type.
I won't break the news to him. Well,
do not, because I do like my discounts.
From one business proprietor to the other, I completely agree and would never strip you of those discounts, those benefits. But it is getting rather late, and I don't know if my friends have noticed that I'm gone. I got kind of overwhelmed with this and this and this, which was did you send this? Did you find this and send it to the estate?
I hadn't even noticed. No.
Okay. Still a mystery. Fantastic. It was sent to me by someone, and we don't know who. So, they might have noticed. I don't know. Anyways, I have a lot to process, so thank you so much for the tea and the conversation.
Of course.
If there's anything that you need while we're out traveling, for of course the store, please feel free to let me know.
Absolutely. And remember, this is a very special thing for you.
I don't think I've fully come around to the weight of that yet, but I will definitely do my best. She's gonna wave.
It was great catching up with you, Phoebe.
Fantastic catching up with you, Geke. She's now like kind of, oh my god. She's gonna, woo. It's a lot. Wish I bought that book.
Yes. Yeah. Some interesting reveals there. It definitely
a lot happening.
Explains some of what's going on with Phoebe. Lots of new information for all of our party members. And as you all come back to the estate, your paths converge leading up to it, and you can hear fighting up at the estate. And as you look between the three of you and start to rush up, the fighting subsides. And you come up to the courtyard where you were fighting that morning, and you find Temin kneeled over a pile of ash.
Temin, is everything okay? Where's Jewel? Where's...
Julius has passed on.
Did something happen? Were you guys under attack?
No. Kane is right. Julius cannot continue with us. for he has already died. I realize that in my own desire to fight alongside him again, and the desire to truly see him be sent off the way he deserved to be sent off. I brought him back. And with this, I think I am finally able to accept his passing.
You see Temin stand up and grab the greatsword.
As you grab the greatsword and take it into your hand, you feel a resolve, a strong connection to your ex-commander. And after the training this morning and the long battle that you had with his spirit, you now have a permanent buff to your fighting capabilities. And we'll reflect those later.
Phoebe's gonna walk over and give Temin a hug.
Thank you, Phoebe. I think he really enjoyed meeting all of you.
I really enjoyed meeting him. I think the others did too.
He was especially fond of Cain. He said to protect him, as well as I did Julius.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt that you will. I think that applies to all of us.
Agreed.
Yes. He sees potential in you as well, Ko.
I appreciate that. You know, even though he's not physically here, I believe his spirit or his being will carry on through you, the sword you carry, and whatever it is that makes you so unique for Warforged. You've definitely have gotten it from your time with him, at least from what I can tell, in part.
I believe so, too.
Shall I make a memorial for him then? Champion.
Kind of letting it all sink in and just, being Cain. The bleeding heart he is. I'm just gonna nod if that is what Temin finds fit. You can take, Temin can take the lead on direction for that.
If you do not mind, Sebastian.
Of course not. It'd be an honor.
Thank you.
Okay. And for the rest of this day, Sebastian and Temin work together on making a memorial for Julius.
Does he still have the insignia that he put on him?
Whatever you would like to have done with it.
He leaves it by the grave marker. And by the grave or whatever, he has the helmet as well. Standing up, he does the Eastwind Battalion salute one last time.
A perfect send-off.
And that's it for Tim.
All right. Convening back within the estate. All of you having your long day. Together once again in the foyer of the estate. The coin weighing heavily in your pocket, Kane.
Where's Sebastian?
He's preparing dinner, but there are, you could ring him.
I won't ring him. I'll go find him.
Okay. You find him preparing food in... You approach the kitchen, and he steps out of it with his apron on. Yes, champion.
I'm gonna put the bottle of wine on the counter and tell him, I know you're working really hard and everything, but I think after dinner, we're going to depart tonight.
Oh.
I'm gonna put the bottle of wine on the counter. Give this to Sarah, and I guess I don't know how to be the champion or a head of a house or anything, but I guess it's I tell you I'm leaving, right?
You are free to do as you wish.
Well, if anyone sends for me, I guess cover. I know the stupid politics stuff is coming up, but I don't know.
Should I expect your return?
I don't know if you should ever expect my return, but if I return, I'll be here.
That will suffice for me. After dinner, then.
Yes. And thank you for taking such good care of my companions and making sure they're on the same level as me, because I'm not above them. I know that you saw the battle out there, and they all have a lot to offer.
You are all quite spectacular. But yes, you are my family, Kane. And thus they are all my family as well. And I will take care of all of you, as is my duty.
I'm gonna leave the kitchen.
Okay. You never entered the kitchen. He stopped you at the door.
Okay, he stopped me at the door. I'm gonna leave.
All right. You all eat your supper. It is delicious, as usual.
While we're eating dinner, I want to break it to the party.
All right.
So I was thinking, and Ko was with me, and I know we all kind of had our day, and we're going through a lot and learning a lot, but like I explained to Ko, I don't think that any amount of training is going to help the four of us go up against an army. We need allies. We need a lot of them. So I think we're going to have to go find a group that is going to help us. They're not in the city. They're not in any city. Well, they are. They're in... I'm going to look at Ko. I'm going to really look at Ko. And I'm going to look back at the other two. I don't know if anybody here has ever heard of Skullport, but we might need to make our way there. But let me just put it on the table. Everybody is welcome to stay with Sebastian. Nobody has to come. It is fine. I will return if I return, just like any other time I leave a house.
I'm gonna kind of like wherever Kane is in relation to me, across the table, around the table, whatever, I'm gonna scooch a little bit in that direction / lean in that direction.
Oh,
Didn't you tell me never to go seeking anything in that area? Something along those lines when we first met?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm. And I have done my best to stay away from that place. As you have convinced me that what I seek is not there. So
Yep, that is true. And the offer stands for you to stay.
No. Don't you dare. You know, if you're going there, the rest of us are likely going there with you.
I knew that was a great possibility. But I'm still letting it be known around the table, gesturing to all of them. No one has to go. I warned you of that city for a reason, and you're probably alive to this day because you didn't venture there. But I also know you are much stronger, and you're not an idiot wandering around to go ruffling any feathers to get the hell out of Dodge. Wise
Fair
enough.
point.
So I know you'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. Temin, Phoebe, are you both familiar with the location that Kane speaks of? And, well, the danger it possesses? Is that the most accurate way to describe it, Kane?
Yeah.
it does remind me of something. I remember when I first came to Waterdeep, someone in the City Watch had mentioned something about business in Skullport, and that he was cut out of a deal. But I wasn't entirely sure what he meant by that. It was just something I overheard, because he had recently arrested someone for a crime they didn't do. I meant to ask Kane about that.
I haven't heard too much necessarily. When I was working with Geke a couple weeks back, there was a really scary looking guy who walked in, and he had a bunch of really bad scars, and he was just a very, very grumpy man. And I thought he was giving Geke a hard time, but it turns out that he just works at Skullport, or somewhere in there. And Geke essentially told me that it's not a very good place to go and that I shouldn't go there. But that's all that I really know about it. Just a bunch of bugs running around there.
Oh yes, and they do not like it when they do not get paid for their work.
I think that applies to everyone, Simon.
Oh, but I think that's what the guard was quite agitated about.
The people of Skullport take their deals a little more seriously, and so a lot of their bets and wagers and stuff are usually bet on people's lives and other people's lives. So it's not as simple as getting paid or not getting paid. In Skullport, it's life or death most times. I do worry about Phoebe a little bit walking around there, and there are a lot of unsavory people. A lot of people who come and go from Skullport are actually more acceptable, like the one that you saw in Gekke's shop, than the people who actually stay there and do the big dealings. So that is something to take into consideration. And never make a deal. I'm gonna look at Temin. Never make deals in Skullport. Except for me, I can make the deals. I can go in and make deals because
Kane's the only wheeling, dealing son of a gun.
I mean, couldn't you say that technically every day is life or death? You don't know what could happen to you.
Yes. And I haven't completely barred you from going to Skullport with me, so don't make me change my mind.
Well, technically you're being hypocritical too if you're telling us that we can't make deals, but you can make deals.
Don't worry,
this a
Phoebe.
deal right now?
Do you remember the walking target that has been on my back my whole life? Let me handle it, please.
Oh, where is it? I do not see it.
Actually, I think Julius scratched it off when he got me a couple times on the battlefield.
Oh, do you want me to paint a target back on your back for you?
No. It'll end up back on there for sure. Don't worry about me.
I think we're getting off topic. So basically, our big blue leader has concluded that what we face is extremely dangerous, and the situation is so dire that, well, we're needed to go venturing down to Skullport to find allies in Skullport.
Yes. There are large groups and affiliations there, numbers exceeding across the lands, etc. It's the storybook bullshit. They all know each other. They can get in on it. Listen, we can't go gallivanting into the cities against an army and kill all those people. At least if we have an opportunity to have a number behind us in some way, shape, or form, it'll give us some sort of leverage in war.
Do you plan on hiring mercenaries from Skullport? Or do you have some sort of connections that would otherwise gain us the numbers that we might need?
Listen, I've gone in and out of Skullport a lot. I know they're wheeling and dealing, and there's a couple guys that I can go in there and they're not worried about coin. So depending on our options will depend on how we walk out with, but I can't promise anything. I can't even promise that we walk out with allies.
I know people are a different kind of danger, but if you think about all that we've been through already, I mean, we've run into a variety of dangers to include the open sea where none of us can swim, and krakens, and carnivorous plant life, and giant prehistoric looking monsters, and powerful enemies on top of giant towers that ended up shattering. I think we're in a position to where we can at least handle people.
Just keep your wits about you and try not to talk to anybody if you don't have to, especially you.
It would be very difficult.
What if we need directions?
Can I leave?
Don't worry, Temin. We will find our way.
Mm-hmm.
There's one other thing.
Oh. I'll talk to you in a moment. What's
Yeah.
the other thing?
You'll see when we get there.
Well, you can't tell us that is a social no.
So, concluding your meal, Sebastian holds aloft 4 vials. There's a rich, dark liquid in each one of them. I'm not sure where I heard such a dreadful rumor, and he places one down in front of Kane, that you all were heading to some seedy place, and puts another in front of Ko. But if someone were to head to such a place, puts one down in front of Phoebe, then it might behoove you, he gives Temin kind of a side-eye, and then puts it down in front of him, to bring an antidote or two.
Oh, I am resistant to poison, and I can cure it.
Looking to Seabass.
Some pretty potent stuff.
But I will keep this in mind for Kane, Ko, and Phoebe.
Good. Because I already have.
You are very insightful, Sebastian.
Oh. He starts to clear up some of the plates. Not me. I'm just one hell of a butler. And then he walks out.
Well, I don't think I can rebuke that.
Oh my god.
So yes, you all have a very powerful antidote now in your inventories.
Want to learn how to make that?
Oh, I think Julius told me something before he left. I think this is a really good question for you, Phoebe.
Oh.
Why do you have to watch your step while casting low-level spells?
I don't know, Temin, why?
Because they're cantrips, not cannot trips.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
You're welcome.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
I do really like that one. That one is good.
I love that.
Cantrips. Damn
Oh god.
Phoebe is going to
Faint,
burst
and we're gonna
out
leave her here.
laughing and fall out of her chair. Her ribs are splitting. That was the funniest thing she's ever heard.
Well, since this is seemingly one of our last dinners here, Ko starts pulling forth one of the bottles of wine. I propose a toast to Julius for his servitude, friendship, wisdom in life and death, as well as Evan, who, well, we don't know if he's gone just yet, but we're hopeful that he is still out there somewhere. And he also provided these bottles of wine.
To Julius and Evan.
And to many more dinners here.
Yes.
Okay.
Boom.
So, fearless leader, with
Going
your
for a walk in the
party in
city.
tow,
We're going for a walk.
it is late evening in Waterdeep.
Needs to be.
The city is quieting down. The repairs to the courtyard are still underway. And the sky is just as dismal as it was.
Right.
And you follow Kane through the streets down to a familiar area as you look around. And then a building, or what remains of what was once a building, stands before you. Mortar, brick, stone, and wood all lay about in the destruction of this place. A sign lays on the cobblestone road. The yawning portal.
It's in Elvish. It's hard to read.
No, the yawning portal.
Oh, I thought there was more.
Nope. The yawning portal is the bar we all met in.
Yeah, I know. I was just like, and it's here.
That's
No
it.
more. Stop.
That's it.
It's my bad.
Do we smashing now? Bye-bye.
Alright, I walk in.
Okay. Climbing over some of the rubble, there is a familiar sight in the center of this building. The well. Though the pulley system is missing, and there are now boards firmly clasped over the top of it. But this certainly marks the spot of the tavern.
Just looking at everybody, reading the room, feeling the room. Well, hopefully you can get this place fixed up again at some point, and I'm gonna wander over to the well.
You mean to tell me, Kane, this is what you've been warning me against going towards?
Not exactly.
Care to elaborate?
Is it open? Like, is it just...
Well, there are boards over it.
Oh, then I'm gonna pick up the boards.
Alright. Kane begins to rip the boards that are sealing the top of the well.
I'm gonna need some sort of explanation.
Memories flash back into your mind of adventurers paying good coin to head down into this very same hole in the ground, and echoing screams being all that was heard of them. With the last board removed, Kane looks at his companions.
Do you guys trust me?
We're here.
Yes.
I'm gonna look down the well.
And that is where we are going to end tonight's episode of Fancy's Fables.
You son of a bitch, you knew the entire Kelp has choice words for you, motherfucker. You knew the entire time.
I love this. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Really a city
This
now?
motherfucker. This.
The DM will continue to answer questions off stream. Thank you, everybody.
You may call the number on the bottom of your screen.
DM is no longer taking questions. Thank you for your understanding.
And the phone lines are all full. Okay.
And they're off. And they're off.
All right. I love and appreciate all of you very much. This show continues to evolve in amazing ways, and I love these characters, and I love how they grow. And I love that I get to continue to surprise all of you by using each of you. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for your support. Please follow all these lovely people on all of their sources, and we will see you Same place next week. You're all grounded. For the next episode of Fancie's Fables, where we discover a part of what has been hidden beneath this tavern all along.
More rats.
More rats! And until then, stay fancy.
He said the thing. He said it.
Yes.
Yay, good night.
Good night.